Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monster Hunter World. I hope you're all enjoying the series, and as the title suggests, today we are going to be going over the top 5 weapons for new hunters in Monster Hunter World. Now, the first weapon I want to go over, hello, Eager Fourth. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. I'm trying to record an episode here. Could you kindly move along, good sir? All right, anyways, one of my favorite weapons here is the sword and shield. Now, this weapon is my favorite. I do love it, and we're going to be going over all of the combos in a second here, and this is a very good starter weapon for new hunters. You have very high maneuverability. You don't have to commit as much to your actions because you're able to dodge in between actions. So as you're learning new monsters' techniques, I always like to use the sword and shield because I can study the monster's movements and be able to attack effectively and dodge effectively. So we're going to go ahead and just join a hunt here real quick and show you guys all of the combos that you can use for this and the gameplay style that I like to use for the sword and shield when encountering a new monster. So here is our prey, the infamous Tobi-Kadachi. Now, the sword and shield is really great for these types of fights, especially with the Tobi-Kadachi, because you really do need to be moving quickly, and sometimes committing to a longer attack with a larger sword can prove deadly. Even that. This thing in general is just deadly. Oh my goodness, I keep getting electrocuted. But yes, we can block with the sword and shield, and we can attack from a block as well. So we can do a guard slash like that, and we can do a rising slash, which is nice, and we can dodge effectively from the guard. So that's one thing I like about this. Now, we have to be careful going up near it while we're electrocuted, because we are more susceptible to electrocution attacks while this is on. So now, other than the guard, obviously, we do have an effective combo we can use with just our sword. Oh my god, an antijet. Okay, well, this is not going to be a good way to show off this. Although I could probably show you the next combo with the Anjanath, if it doesn't kill me, which is my rising sword mounting combo, the charged sword, and I missed. But that is a very strong combo, and if done properly, like this, we can effectively mount the target, which is very good, especially for new players to be mounting, for any player really, to mount the target is going to save you a lot of time. You can do a lot of damage, and you don't really take damage if done properly. There we go. Get some marrow from that bad boy. Perfect. And then when it's down on the ground, we can use our actual sword combos to do quite a bit of damage as well. You can also use the shield to combo in with it. And then when it's up, you can effectively roll away without being too committed. And what I like about the sword and shield the most is in the middle of attack, you can be like, no, I'm gonna run out of here. Which you can't really do with a lot of the larger weapons and a lot of the more skilled weapons, which require you to commit to your actions and only attack on openings. See, like that, I could have died if there was a different weapon. I like being able to roll around. It's really good for new players while you're trying to figure out the movements of whatever you're fighting. The next weapon I recommend is obviously the bow. What's really nice about this is you're able to dodge and stay away from the target and do quite a significant amount of damage at the same time. Now, we are using a Tobi-Kadachi bow at the moment, so it is going to be doing less damage than it usually would because we're using a lightning element bow against a lightning element creature. Now, what's nice about this is you can hit it while it's running. You have all sorts of different ammo, and of course, I didn't bring any ammo coatings with me, but more often than not, you're going to be using the close range coating because that's what you have an infinite amount of. You can use, with different weapons, you're able to use different types of coating, and as you make the weapons, it'll tell you which coatings you can do on the right side. I'll show you that in a second, but it will show you the gameplay first, and I'll show you what coatings you can use with different types of weapons when you craft them. Now, we've got a couple different moves here. If we can get it to sit in one spot, we can use this, which is an arc shot, which I missed, but I'll show you what it does. Maybe we can lure it into it, or it's just not even going to work. Okay, that's new. There we go. Let's see if that one works. That's right. Into my arcs. Nice. Perfect. Oh my goodness. But as you can see, when you dodge, which is very nice, you get a free charge when you dodge. And you can do quite a bit of damage if you continuously dodge and weave its attacks. And you can really target its openings this way as well. Oh my god, it just knocked me through a rock. Thing's a gangster. But this really allows you to figure out where the weak spots are that on each monster without really having to get up close. And then once you find them, you can really just charge up your stamina and then kind of just stay at range. And then once you're ready, because obviously this uses stamina instead of anything else. So as you can see, when if you look at the top left corner, when I draw my bow, my stamina will start dropping. So the more stamina you have, the longer you can hold the charge, and then you can release a more powerful shot. Now, when you are doing this and you dodge, it'll use a substantial amount of stamina as well, but you can really do some crazy damage to these monsters. Now we'll go into a couple more moves that we've got, if I don't get hit and ruin the whole video. So, okay, we'll show you the combos now. So we can do the charged shot by holding down the right trigger and releasing, and then we can do a quick shot, and then, so we can do a combo, which is this. So you do a charge shot, but release it, and then you go into the arc shot. And you can also do charge shot, that, and then an arc shot as a combo as well. So that's pretty much the combos that you've got here. So you can do right trigger, release, quick shot, arc shot. You can also do quick shot and then a regular shot, which is pretty nice. And then for your super powerful one, you do Dragon Piercer. Now, you can only fire in basically a cone in front of you once you prepare this one. You can't turn around, but it does a substantial amount of damage. We'll go ahead and see if we can find the Tobi Kadachi and show that off. And there's the Tobi Kadachi. Let's see if we can... This is a bad idea. I was going to try and open up the fight with it. We might be able to get it off here. Got it. And you can really get some knockback action on there. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and murderize this Tobi Kadachi. And then we will show the third weapon I recommend. Next up, we've got the Switch Axe. This thing is amazing. Now, you do have to commit a little bit more to your actions. By a little bit more, I mean quite a bit. For the combos to work, there's a lot of things that you need to have just right. And for your main combo, I recommend only really using it when the monster is down, or else your chances are you're going to leave yourself open to a devastating attack. But otherwise, it's a very good weapon for newbies. And or just anyone really in general. It's just a great weapon to have. So we have a couple different combos here that we can do anyways, which is what you're really going to be using when you're fighting something in the wild, because you can still dodge and stuff like that. You have good maneuverability for such a massive weapon. It's not as much maneuverability as the bow or the sword and shield, but you're still pretty good. Now, so you've got your normal attacking ones when you're in axe mode, but when you do knock something down, you can start doing this, which is your wild swing. And then it gets crazy. You can morph it into the sword in the middle of your wild swing and continue to just hammer on whatever you're fighting. And then you do that, and I messed it up. But anyways, so you can continue just chaining these attacks once you get into sword mode. And then you finish it with this, and then you just smash triangle repeatedly and do an elemental discharge and completely devastate whatever you're attacking. Next up, we have the Charge Blade. This is an amazingly powerful weapon when used correctly, and it allows newcomers and veterans alike to quickly dodge targets and study the movement patterns of the creatures while being able to defend if you get yourself into a little bit of a situation. Now, this has a ton of different combos. Now, this is a charge blade, and that means you need to charge up your files. Now, in the top left corner, you'll see these files up there, and they'll start to light up white when you start doing damage to a creature or an item. Now, what you can do is you can actually charge up those files like that. See if we can do it again. I didn't charge them all up. But then you get all sorts of different things. You can do this charging rising slash like that, which you can then chain into a combo. And I really, really do love the sliding effects that you can do, because you can get under the creatures and do some good damage nice and quick. Now, we've also got the sword boost combo, which you can do like this. And then you can go into a charge right after that and come out of it with a nice rising slash, which is a nice combo when you need to charge into something. Then we can actually go ahead and do a combo amped elemental discharge if we were in our axe mode, which we can do by going into a morphed slash combo, or we can actually just morph it in general. But we've got a ton of different combos we can use in here, and this is where you're going to be doing a ton of damage with the actual combos of the axe. And you can use your saved up charge combos to do some crazy damage with elemental discharge. And then once you're out of combos, it'll go back to the sword, and you continue doing your combos. It's pretty amazing. Very, very maneuverable. By far one of the better weapons in Monster Hunter.
Too much blade energy. You need to charge so the attacks don't get deflected.
Next up is the Insect Glaive. Now, this is a little bit more complicated, but after a little while of just messing around with it in the training grounds and understanding all of the combos, this can be extremely deadly. So we've got mid-air combos that we can use, and the more extracts that you have, as you can see in the top left corner, we've got that 1, 2, and 3. This is actually something that you can get while fighting, and you use your left trigger and then the triangle button to harvest extracts from the monsters that you're fighting, and then it'll come back to you and fill up that bar. You need a red extract, a yellow, and an orange, I believe, and you get different combos with the different extracts that you have. And as you can see, we've got quite a few nice combos here. Now, you can only use that particular combo once you have a red extract, and it does a lot of damage. Then we also have this right here, which is very nice. And then you've got your wide sweeps for your overhead high damage attacks. And then your quick attacks are the triangle attacks. Now, really what you want to do is you want to be doing this, and then once you have all those extracts, you can actually do quite a bit of damage and continuously do combos while in the air once you have extracts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are my picks for top 5 weapons for new hunters in Monster Hunter World. Let me know what your favorite weapon of the video was, and if I left out any weapons you think should be in this video, let me know, and why. Because I definitely want to be putting out the best information possible, and if you guys can make up an argument for why one thing should be out and one thing should be in, definitely let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll do videos about those as well. Now, I do plan on doing an in-depth video into each weapon type if that is something you guys want to see. This was kind of more like an overview, but if you guys want to see in-depth gameplay, fighting different types of monsters with each type of weapon, let me know. I think that would be a good video, and I'm sure you guys probably want to see it as it is. For this one, I think the Charge Blade was my favorite. It's not something I've used heavily, but since I upgraded to this Jagras version, which I'm actually one rarity away from the Sleep version, which will make it really nice for capturing monsters, I'm really enjoying the Charge Blade. Let me know what your favorite weapon so far is in Monster Hunter, and we are doing a full Monster Hunter walkthrough with Harley, our amazing Palico here. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to tune in for the live streams. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!